Falcon 9's in startup. LD, go for launch.
Minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition. Liftoff.
Stage 1 propulsion's nominal.
Vehicle is supersonic.
And we've had successful liftoff of Falcon 9 as it carries SES-12 to geostationary transfer orbit. We're coming up on max Q here in a few seconds. Max Q, remember, as we increase our velocity, pressure increases, but then we're going through less dense atmosphere, so pressure decreases. Everything after max Q means the scarce density is decreasing the pressure on the vehicle. So we're going to come up on a few events here in short succession. It's MECO, stage SEP, and then SES-1. MECO is main engine cutoff. That's when all 9 engines on first stage stop firing. There follows stage separation when the 2 stages gently separate from each other. And then the third event in that succession is SES-1, which is second engine start number 1. We'll see those here in a few seconds.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
Ignition. Good first stage performance.
And we're coming up on the next major event, which is the deployment of the fairings, those aerodynamic shields surrounding SES-12.
FTS is safe.
And the fairings have deployed. So to recap all that quickly, we had max Q, max pressure, and then the main engine's cut off, and then the stages separated, and then we had second engine start. Now this is the first of 2 planned burns that the second stage will conduct. Then the fairings deployed thereafter, exposing SES-12 to space. We don't need that extra mass once we're outside of the atmosphere. We no longer need our aerodynamic shield. Now, a quick note on the fairings. While we aren't attempting recovery of the fairings today, we have been attempting to recover fairings during our West Coast launches. Now, last launch, we got pretty close with the fairing landing about 50 meters from Mr. Steven, which is our catch boat, and we will continue those recovery attempts until we're successful, but not on today's SES-12 mission. So we're going for a few minutes here. This burn is, again, 6 minutes long. We've gone through about 2 minutes of it. So this will continue for another about 4 minutes, and then we'll reach SECO 1, which is second engine cutoff number 1.
We have my back cut off.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at T plus 25 minutes just beyond, and we're back live. The ground track, we're passing just over Africa. We're about to relight that engine, and that's going to start SES-2, or second engine start number 2. That will happen in about 30 seconds. I remember it's important to distinguish that SES in Falcon terms stands for second engine start, which is to be distinguished from the name of the company that is operating today's satellite, which is SES as well. So we'll relight for second engine start number 2 here in about 10 seconds, and that burn will not be 6 minutes, but will be 1 minute instead.
Recognition.
They're commercial airplanes, but they are also a leading manufacturer of telecommunications satellites. Let's take a behind-the-scenes look at the development of the SES-12 satellite, which is set to deploy just a few minutes from now, courtesy of the team over at Airbus. And as you hear the call-outs on the net and the clapping behind me and the video footage of SES gracefully floating away, that will bring our webcast to a close. To recap, we had a successful liftoff, a successful stage separation, and continuation of SES-12 into GTO. Now that brings, again, our webcast to a close, and this is also a nice day because it marks the 8th anniversary to the day of the first successful Falcon 9 flight from this same launch pad on June 4th in 2010, so an important legacy day for us.